Okay, so this is market recap for April 22nd, which was a Monday. So going into the week, what I saw is last week we closed below the previous week's candle. So that's showing us that we want more downside. Same with ES. We closed below this week and we most likely did on YM. In the beginning of the day, I kind of wanted to see us come up and sweep some buy side liquidity before going back downwards. But now thinking about it in a weekly perspective, we probably want to put in the high either Tuesday or Wednesday. So it would have been smarter to kind of look for a bullish day just so we could put in a high. So then the rest of the week we could come down lower and close below this weekly low. Same thing with the daily candle. You can see on ES we closed below. NQ we closed below. And I believe on YM we did not wind up closing below. This is YM right here. Yeah, so YM we failed to close below, so that could have been a tell or a sign that we wanted to go a bit higher. Using the projections from Q3 microcycle 1, you can see that we have this as a target up here, projecting it upwards, and this is a target, projecting it downwards. Same thing with ES over here, and if we go on YM, we can see those targets. We didn't wind up taking the upwards target, but we came down and took the lower target. After we took the lower target, we could have expected some type of reversal, and that doesn't mean that we have to buy right away and go straight to the next target, but we could look for a setup within there. I didn't wind up trading today because I didn't see anything, but now looking back at it, I definitely could have took it and taken a long setup. So basically on the 15-minute, you can see over here that we did not take this low. Same thing with YM, we did not take this low. And on NQ over here, we did wind up taking this low right here. Let me go into the higher time frame, see if there's some type of imbalance down there. No, not really. But we did close a new week opening gap to the tick on most of the indices. CES. No, not really here either. But if we go into the 15-minute, you can see that we closed lower there, and then we closed lower here, and then you can see that we closed a higher high over here. Same thing with NQ, we wound up closing a higher high. That's kind of a tell sign that we wanted to go higher. As you can see, we had a lot of displacement here too. And there's a soup at the bottom at these lows over here. So we could have drew this breaker block out right there. Same thing on NQ. And when we retrace back into it, we could have longed and targeted the upside targets. And then I'll show it on the lower time frame. You can see over here we're kind of consolidating, and then we had a displacement up to the upside. And on the 15-minute chart, this would have been your breaker block. The same thing here. We're making these lower lows, closing body candles below the previous low. And then over here we wicked it, and then we started closing bodies above the previous candles. So that's kind of telling us that we're switching directions. Another thing too is we have the balanced price range. So we inversed this bearish fair value gap, and we created this one that kind of shows us that we want to be bullish. And we could have targeted these highs. And then at the end of the day, let's see. Yeah, so at the end of the day, we wound up sweeping Friday's high on ES and YM, but we didn't sweep it on NQ, so that's a bearish SMT right there. You can see here too, we have this 60-minute breaker block right there, 60-minute breaker block right here. So after that SMT, we could have looked for signs to flip directions. And you can see here, close the body above, close the body above, close the body above, close the body above. And then when we got over here, we wicked it right there and closed the body below. Same thing on ES, body above, no body above, no body above. But then we got the displacement downwards and closed the body below, so that's kind of telling us a sign that we were going to want to reverse. So we can take these as a breaker block right there. We could have entered there and wrote it down. Same thing with ES.